Yeah, he's a goal scorer. You know, his pedigree has come from a very high standard. He's been in the Belgian Championship, which is a very high standard. He's here on a short-term deal, and hopefully he'll give us them goals that we're looking for. His work rate is fantastic. You know, his energy, his brain. You know, when people see him and when he's at his best in a 2 or 3 games time, you know, and he gets us really up to speed. I think his intelligence as a footballer, you can see why he's played at the level he's played at.
How short's a short-term deal?
I wish it was longer, but you know, he's with us till Christmas.
Obviously, I've got a deal lined up in January to go and play back at one of my old teams, and this is an opportunity to come in and play for a few months. So I said to Martin, yeah, look, I can get it done. Do you know what I mean? Martin rang me 4 weeks ago. Darton, obviously on the phone. I'm from Darton, so but obviously give Martin my word, and hopefully it's best of both worlds. I can help York, and York help me.
So you know Martin from previous clubs or what?
I had him when I was 15, when I was at Darton, when I was a kid, so over 10 years ago now. Yeah, as soon as you rang me, do you know what I mean? It's good for me to be training every day, not just sat doing nothing for a couple of months. And like I say, this is a huge club. This York City should not be where they are. Obviously, when I was growing up as a kid, York were always a League One or League Two team, so they need to get back where they belong, and hopefully I can help them, and then they can help me with my fitness.
You mentioned about having a deal lined up with one of your previous clubs for after Christmas, but if things go well at York City, is there any chance that could change?
No, the deal's already signed. I signed it before I came to York. It starts January the 1st, so like I said, now I can play I think nine games for York from now to the end of January. I'll begin in January, and hopefully we win all 9. That's the aim. Do you know what I mean? I'm a winner. I want to win. Martin's a winner, and like I say, this club should not be where they are, and so it's 2 months of hard work for me, and hopefully I can help York and push them back up the league.
I know Martin Gray's been big on fitness since he arrived at York City. How about you? How is your fitness?
My fitness is very good. Obviously we did the fitness test in Belgium, and I was always at the top, even though I hadn't played since May. I keep myself fit. Do you know what I mean? If you're a professional footballer, that's your job to be fit. And obviously I've got to be fit again for January, so I keep myself right. But I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy to be here every day. It keeps me occupied and keeps me on the football pitch till January.
Now tell us how a lad from the Middlesbrough way ended up in Belgium.
Poor, it might not have been long enough. If you've got 2 or 3 weeks, I can tell you. Short story is, I went to Iceland. Did well in Iceland. Obviously, I found a manager that was very fond of me. He took me to Norway. That's probably the team I'm going back to in January. In Lillestrøm. Did well there. Then he got the Belgium job, and it was a great opportunity for me. And I couldn't say no, and he bought me and took me to Belgium, and I wanted to stay as long as I could there, but it wasn't to be. Do you know what I mean? You always think when you're at football, you'll sit there as long as you can, but you need to play, and that's it. Basically, I had a manager that was very fond of me, and he gave me the opportunity in every league, and luckily I'm going back to a good level in January, and like I say, I want to play well here, because you never know what's around the corner. If I don't enjoy it out there, I can always come back. So you need to play well here for York, and like I say, it's a club that should not be where they are.
I'll ask you the same question again, but rephrase it. How did a lad from round Middlesbrough way end up in Iceland?
Well, I was at Hartlepool, and I went into Hartlepool. I went to Hungary first. I went to Strachan, came back, and then I went to Hartlepool. They said they were going to sign me, but when back in July, they didn't want to sign me, and there was a contract on the table from Iceland for 10 games. So I thought, right, well, I'll go there and I'll come back and I'll sign in England. And I went there for 10 games and ended up spending 7 years there. So do you know what I mean? You can't plan the future. So that's how I happened there, and then obviously I went from there to Norway to Belgium and back to England. And it's nice to walk in every day and be in an English dressing room for the first time in 7 years and understand what everybody's saying. So no, I'm just happy to be here and happy to be home.
I was going to ask you about your language skills, whether you've picked things up as time's gone by. But moving on, the level of football that you've been playing at, how does it compare to what you'll be expecting in National League North?
It's no disrespect, but it's not comparable. The Belgian league is very high. You've got Anderlecht, Standard Liège, Genk. Do you know what I mean? These are top teams playing Europa League and Champions League football. This is going to be very difficult for me. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be very hard. I need to adapt back to the English way. Obviously, I lost my English roots playing football. It's going to be very hard for me, but it's a learning curve. Do you know what I mean? I'm not coming here just to have a little jolly up. I'm here to work hard, and I'm here to win games, and it's going to be a completely different style of football for me, but it's a challenge that I need to take, and I will learn. It can only improve me as a player.
Do you know much about the current National League North?
Of course, I know. I'm a Dalton born based, so obviously I followed Dalton all the way through when Martin took them, and obviously I know the Salford are in this league. It's York, a big club. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be easy. There's some decent players who have come down the leagues and a lot of experience, but do you know what I mean? It's just football. Do you know what I mean? The goals are the same size, so in every league in the world. So if I get a chance, hopefully I'll put the ball on the goal.
And while you've been on your travels around Europe, have you been involved in any of those European competitions?
Yeah, I played in the Champions League for when I was in Iceland against Celtic, and the Europa League a few times when I was in Iceland. I think I've got 4 or 5 games in Europe, but that's about it. But obviously they're only qualifying rounds, they're not group stage games. But the Celtic experience was very good. But I'm just looking forward to playing in front of English crowds and get some English stick from the fans. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it because when they shout at you in these foreign languages, you don't really know what they're saying. So I'm looking forward to getting a bit of jip and a bit of banter from the fans.
Thank you very much.
No problem.